Well, I'm delighted to be joined this morning by Sir Roger Carr, Chairman of BAE Systems. Roger, thank you so much for engaging with the Business of Trust programme. We've been talking about the Business of Trust programme and the 5 civic principles. My first question is, if you had to select one of the civic principles above the rest, what would it be and for what reason?
The principles, the 5 principles, I think are strong. For me, the underpinning of all the principles is integrity. When you look at business today, I mean, people are concerned more and more not just about how much money you make, but how you make money. And the underpinning of how you make money is the mindset, and integrity as a value in the way you approach things is, of course, the core that determines your behaviour. So for me, I pick integrity.
So I'm taking from that the combination of all 5, but you would put integrity at the top.
I would.
Excellent. That leads us very neatly to the segue. We've been talking too about the fact that we've had a community of leaders of tomorrow who've come up with a number of recommendations as to how business, the actions and activities that business might choose to take. Is there one particular recommendation there that catches your eye? Which one and why?
If you want to affect the whole way a business thinks, from top to bottom, you have to impact the DNA of the business. And to do that, you have to have very ambitious plans for tackling organizational weaknesses that in many ways limit people taking on, fairly ambitious plans to change culture. You have to empower them, you have to make sure the organization understands that, and you have to do it with enthusiasm. So for me, I'd tackle the organization, I'd remove the barriers, I'd empower the people, and I'd make sure that they understand behavior is a key objective. That's
a very, very, very clear message. And if, moving perhaps to my third question, if there was the wide stakeholder community that you engage with, if there was, and recognising that this is a complex agenda for which there is not necessarily the single light switch which we can turn from off to on, but if there was one recommendation that you would contribute to your communities that you engage with vis-a-vis developing trustworthiness, what would that recommendation be?
It's about behaviour. It isn't about ticking boxes, it isn't about words, it's about deeds. It's about delivering the ambitious programme that you may have for cultural improvement, but it's doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. How you pay yourself, how you conduct yourself as a business, these are the things that people register, these are the improvements that have to be made.
And that at an individual level, I assume that takes to sort of personal responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tone at the top. If you chair a business, your behaviour, your attitudes, the way you shape a culture in the business is a real responsibility. And that's something that chairmen have to do and businesses have to follow.
Gosh, that is a very clear message. Thank you. My final question is just more broadly in relation to the programme, the civic principles, and what we're doing behind it. Can that and it and all that we've talked about help restore and rebuild trust?
It's absolutely essential. Trust is at the heart of this. Bad behaviour has fueled bad perceptions of business. Good behaviour, good principles help restore the trust on which business works best. This is a very important programme. It's very significant and it's having an impact.
Thank you, Roger. What a very clear message. And thank you very much for participating today in our Business of Trust programme. I really appreciate it.
Lord Mayor, pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.